Son 20 il ərzində Azərbaycanda nəqliyyatla bağlı görülmüş işlərin.
As for the transport infrastructure of Baku, I will come to this issue now. But before we do that, I would like to bring to the attention of the public some of the work related to transport carried out in Azerbaijan in the past 20 years. In particular, over the last 20 years, 21,000 kilometers of highways have been built and repaired in Azerbaijan, 335 bridges and overpasses, 45 tunnels, 163 overhead and underground passages have been built. I am returning to what I said again. If we had not done this work, it is not difficult to imagine what state the transport infrastructure of our country would be in now. The following work has been done regarding the railway infrastructure. More than 1,500 kilometers of railways have been built. 1,800 kilometers have been repaired. New trains and wagons have been purchased. The Absheron circular line, which is more than 90 kilometers long, has been put into operation. The Baku-Tbilisi-Kaz railway has been built. I must also note that this project was implemented at the initiative of the Azerbaijani state. When we sought to implement this project, we faced significant resistance. I can now state this. In particular, the United States opposed it. The reason was again their pro-Armenian policies, because it was believed that this project would exclude Armenia. For this reason, the Georgian leadership at the time faced heavy pressure from the United States to prevent Georgia from agreeing to it. We had been negotiating with the Georgian side for several years, and finally, we succeeded in reaching an agreement. In particular, I personally discussed this issue repeatedly with high-ranking representatives of the American state and stated that they should not hinder us. This is a strategic project for us, and other countries, including their own allies, will also benefit from this project in the future. Life has shown that, as always, we were right. Today, America's allies in Europe are very interested in the Baku-Tbilisi-Kaz railway. In general, they are also very interested in the transportation of cargo from Central Asia to Europe, and vice versa, passing through the territory of Azerbaijan. If the Baku-Tbilisi-Kaz railway had not been built, all this would have been completely impossible. Not only did we build the Baku-Tbilisi-Kaz railway by reaching an agreement with Turkey and Georgia, we also gave the Georgian state a loan of about $1 billion at a very low interest rate at that time. In fact, work was carried out on the territory of Georgia with the help of these funds. The railway on the territory of Azerbaijan was modernized, and Turkey also built a section on its territory. So, a new road was opened, which today carries cargo from various countries to the White Sea, to Europe, and to Turkey. Then we saw that the carrying capacity of this road was not sufficient. Again, last year, the expansion of this road was completed at the expense of Azerbaijan, and its carrying capacity was increased to 5 million tons. In other words, I believe that this is one of the most important projects implemented in our geography in recent years, and many countries will continue to benefit from it. At one time, those officials of the US Department of State opposed us. I don't know where they are now. Their names have not gone down in history. But we achieved this by showing serious determination. I would like to mention the Sumgayit-Yalova Railway, among the efforts to rehabilitate and modernize existing roads, as well as to increase the transportation capacity and train speeds. The construction of this road has already reached 80% completion, and it is expected to be fully operational in the near future. The road we are currently working on, the Alat-Astara Road, is virtually known to exist, but considering that the volume of cargo on the north-south corridor will sharply increase in the future, the expansion of this road is also on the agenda, and some funding has already been allocated this year. Several new train routes have been identified to ensure connectivity between Azerbaijani cities. Baku-Gabala. The railway line had never reached the city of Gabala before. We built it. This line is also very necessary. The Baku-Balakan Railway has resumed its operation. So has Baku-Akstofa. That is, those who know the geography of Azerbaijan see that these railways actually connect our country with our western border, with northwestern border, and the city of Gabala. The cities located on all these lines are also naturally covered.
Yol üzrə yerləşən şəhərlər də təbii olaraq əhatə olunur.